Hi, from 26 AI onwards, we have got a new procedure to shrink a table space. We can directly shrink a table space using dbms underscore space dot shrink table space. This reorganizes a table space and then resizes it. Say for example, if we have a table space and we have multiple objects in it, and for any reason we have dropped some of them, and there is a need for us to reclaim this space. Previously we used to follow alter table name enable row movement, alter table shrink space, or alter table shrink space cascade followed by alter table disable row movement, and then we need to shrink the data file. Now we can directly use this command dbms underscore space dot shrink table space. Also there is this option, alter table space name resize. This only resizes a table space. If the object that is happened to be dropped is at the end of the data file or at the end of the table space, then there is no need for defragmentation. We can directly issue this command and this will change the high water mark to the last used block and reclaiming the dropped space. This is much faster and this takes time and gives more space. So before we run the dbms underscore space dot shrink table space, we may want to run it in analyze mode to help us understand the thing much better. So for that they have given this option, dbms underscore space dot shrink table space name followed by dbms underscore space dot ts shrink mode analyze. When we run this in analyze mode, it does not do the shrink, but it will list some details. So it will show us total movable objects and what is the movable size, the size of the data that needs to be moved, and what is the original size of the data file, and what is the target size of the data file. And it will show the details of all the objects, the type of the objects, index or a table, and the number of the blocks of all the objects. Apart from this, it even shows some other details. We will see that. So before we run the table space shrink, we can run this to get details. And once we are good to perform the shrink of the table space, we can execute it with this command, alt execute dbms underscore space dot shrink table space name. This command shrinks the table space to the minimum possible size. And this thing is good enough for a small file table space as well as a big file table space. Both the table spaces we can do it here. And if we want to shrink it to a specified size, say for example, once we run it and it shows a suggested target size is 2.1 and we want to give it some buffer and we want to shrink it to 2.5 GB, then we can use this command, execute dbms underscore space dot shrink table space name followed by the target size. And the best thing is we can monitor the progress of the table space shrink operation from the VDLR session long ops.